Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, there was some action that took place on Friday on Showbox. Now, I wanted to watch this and do a post fight, but honestly, guys, I don't even have Showtime, and I wasn't about to try to stream the fight at my house with this terrible internet. So, I saw the highlights. I've been reading articles. I've been really digging into what happened Friday night on Showbox between two light heavyweight prospects. Travis Peterkin of Brooklyn, New York, and Radivoje Hot Rod Kalajdzic. I don't know how to say his name, but you guys know I'm talking about, the guy who fought Marcus Brown, beat him in New York City, got robbed. They gave him a loss, and that fight was probably the robbery of the year, honestly. I was there. It was pretty bad. Marcus Brown got booed out of his own arena, honestly, in Brooklyn. So with that being said, I think, people who watch that fight know that he beat Marcus Brown. The only one that doesn't know the only one who doesn't know that Hot Rod beat Marcus Brown is Marcus Brown himself. So with that being said, he's beat Marcus Brown and he's beat Travis Peterkin. Both these guys are talented. They were both talented amateurs coming up in Brooklyn in the light heavyweight division. He beat them both. Beat Peterkin pretty decisively. Honestly, Peterkin did not look like a sharp fighter. Looked really kind of weary. Honestly, to the point where he got knocked down the first time. Gets up like he was a beat fighter. After the first knockdown, he was a beat fighter. And he gets there with his hands up and he gets tattooed with punches. So hopefully for him, I like Peterkin. I think he can still be a solid fighter. From what I've seen, I just don't think he has the punching power to keep a lot of guys honest. But we'll see how things progress for him. I'm looking forward to seeing what his dad. Shout out to Bernard Peterkin. I actually talked to him before this fight even happened, and they were very confident that they could beat Hot Rod. They didn't get it done, but it happens in boxing. Major setback. Or minor setback for a major comeback, as they say. So, shout out to Bernard and Travis Peterkin. But I want to talk about Hot Rod, because Hot Rod, Radivoje Kalajdzic, or I don't know how to say his name. I got to get it right at some point. But Hot Rod, the light heavyweight, his stock is rising. He's, to me, when you talk about the light heavyweight division, he's definitely a top 15, top 20 guy in the light heavyweight division with his last two wins. Because, Marcus Brown at one point was considered a guy with a lot of upside. He was on the 2012 Olympic team. Was spoon-fed a lot of easy opposition. And Hot Rod didn't have a whole lot of amateur experience. He went in there to the Barclays on what was it, April 16th, and he put it on him. He put it on that day. He put it on Marcus Brown that night. And I think that with that win, going in there, dominating, beating the crap out of another good fighter in Peterkin, gives a lot of credence to him and what he's got going on. So shout out to Hot Rod. He's a Florida boy. I grew up in South Florida. He's from West Florida, Tampa area. But shout out to Hot Rod. You know what? Shout out to my other Florida counterparts in the boxing game: Joseph Correa, Hector Franco, Front Proof Media. Shout out to those guys over there. They cover Hot Rod really hard over there. So yeah, man, great win over a good opponent. I think it says a lot about Hot Rod that he was able to go in there and dominate a good fighter, with a solid amateur pedigree in Peterkin. But for Peterkin, I think he's one of them guys where he really is. He has more of an amateur style, and he's still kind of transitioning to the pro game. So we're going to see how that transition goes for him. But like I said, great win from Hot Rod. You can't take nothing away from him. And I'm interested to see where his career goes, because he's 22 fights into his career. Wasn't a very seasoned amateur. So that's a hard adjustment to make, and he's seemed to make it very well. So shout out to him. Looking forward to seeing how his career goes from here on out. And yeah, man, if you guys don't know much about this guy, I suggest you at least keep your eye on him, because the dude is a serious threat, the lightweight. So it's coming up. He's coming up. So just keep your eye on him. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.